Hey, Carl, you there? Where the hell are you, for God's sake? I've been trying to reach you since yesterday. Is everything okay? We scheduled that meeting with both our parents tomorrow. Don't say you forgot about that. We confirmed the schedule the other day just in case. You're not in some kind of trouble, are you? I got a call from your mom today, too. She was saying she couldn't get a hold of you at all. She was really worried. I think she was texting you every 10 minutes. Where the hell are you? You know your parents live really far away. It was also hard for them to get a connecting flight here. They took the time and trouble to come out here to meet us. The least you can do is contact them and put them at ease. Come on, Carl, what's the deal? I'm sure you know, but we're meeting at 11 p.m. at the Italian restaurant on 5th Street. You know the place. We had dinner there last month. Don't be late. I'll be outside waiting for you just in case. You better show up, Carl. Don't be late. I mean it. And wear that gray suit like we discussed. Carl, come on, answer me. Where the hell are you? I thought I told you to be here. It's way past 11. It's almost noon. We couldn't wait any longer, so we already ordered. Where the hell are you? What's up? Did something happen? Are you in trouble or something? Is your phone out of order? I got a hold of your coworker and he tells me you've been coming to work every day. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. You worked yesterday and went home at the usual time, according to him. You do know I've been sending you text messages. It's all been saved. Check your incoming text record. You must be seeing it, right? If you don't have an issue with your Line app, I would really appreciate it if you would contact me. I'm sure folks feel the same way, so please, everyone is super worried.
Oh, hey, that you, Brenda? I see you've been texting me all morning. I forgot to charge it last night. Sorry about that.
Carl, where have you been? We've been worried sick.
I've been right here. Been a while, huh?
Been a while? Are you out of your mind? You sound like you just woke up or something. Why the devil may care attitude? I sent you countless messages. You haven't forgotten what day it is, have you? Both our parents are here at the Italian restaurant. We scheduled this meeting months ago.
Pardon me? The Italian what? Why are you having Italian now? Are you at the place on 5th Street? Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember now. What an idiot.
I sent you a Line message yesterday. By the sound of it, you haven't read it. I don't believe this. What's wrong with you, Carl?
I'm sorry. What can I say?
Where the hell are you right now? What were you doing all this time? I've never known you to be this forgetful.
Let's see. How should I put this? I finished work, then I met up with some buddies. And then we ended up at my friend's place, and we started drinking there, which lasted until maybe 7 a.m. or so.
Hang on. What? You were drinking with your buddies? You guys were up until 7 a.m. drinking? Do you have some sort of mental defect, Carl?
Yeah, well, what can I say? I just wouldn't take no for an answer. You know, this getting married and all, I figured it would be the last time. You know, night out with the guys.
Is that why you couldn't contact us? You were too drunk? Is that the reason for making us all worry? Really?
Yeah, well, not only that, but I was busy at work too. Been doing a lot of overtime. I have the big project we're working on. Yeah, it's really stressful. If you're talking about now, well, I was drinking with my buddies. I got a lot going on. Do I really have to explain all this to you right now?
So what time are you going to get here? Everyone is waiting for you. We already ordered coffee, but we can have coffee when you get here. If you get here, that is.
Huh? Get where? I'm not going anywhere.
The meeting with our parents? What? Are you still drunk?
Oh, yeah, about that. Got super throbbing headache at the moment. You know what, Brenda? Can we just cancel that? I really don't think I can make it. Anyway, I would have to get up, shower, shave, and change. Catch a cab there. I'll never make it.
Huh? Am I hearing you right? Back up a bit, would you? You're not coming? Is that what you're saying?
We drank until morning, and I'm super tired. I haven't slept a wink, and this hangover is killing me. And I'm ready to throw up. So, sorry about this, but Apologize to our folks for me, would you?
What the hell are you talking about, Carl? Everyone is already here. We're all waiting on you for God's sake. Your folks flew in from the East Coast. They finally got a connecting flight here.
Come on, Brenda. Relax. No need to get all hot under the collar. There's plenty of time later. It doesn't have to be today. Just reschedule. We'll do it next week or something, no problem.
Are you serious? What do you think this is? This is really important to me. We're talking about us getting married.
Oh yeah, did we reserve a private room at the restaurant? I'll pay for that later on, so... And the whole bill, it's on me. No need to worry about that. What do you say? Everything good to go, huh?
I don't care if you pay or not. That's not what I'm saying.
Come on, Brenda, you're really giving me a splitting headache right about now. I'd rather not hear it. And like I said, my stomach is acting up and don't want to see last night's dinner. I bet it's just you and your mom anyways, am I right? Just have a nice lunch with her, why don't you?
What? Yeah, she really wanted to meet you. See you in person. I only had good things to say about you, so she wanted to check you out herself. She'll be disappointed.
I'm doing you a favor, Brenda. I'm marrying someone from a not-so-well-to-do family. You should actually be grateful to me. Just do as I say and let this go, would ya?
Pardon me? That really wasn't called for. How could you say that? Are you saying I'm poor? Just because I'm from a single-parent home doesn't make me some sort of pauper that needs a handout. I want you to apologize.
No need to get all steamed up about it, Brenda. Just cancel the damn meeting for today. Reschedule it, would you? You're there at the restaurant now. Make another appointment for next week or something. My friends and I are too wasted to even get out of bed. No way I'm making it over there anytime soon. So please, take care of it. Let's talk about this later, huh?
You have no intention of coming today. Is that final?
Ugh, don't go psycho on me now. What's the big deal anyways? You know what? I'm about to conk out again. I can hardly keep my damn eyes open. The meeting has been terminated. It's no more. Loud and clear. Tell my folks and your mom to rest up and we'll do this again another day. Simple. Am I getting my point across to you?
Yeah, if that's the way you want it. Loud and clear, Lord and Master. That was an important day for me, and I hope you will take responsibility for ruining everything. And you will, I assure you.
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Can I go now? Hey Brenda, how you doing? Sorry about the other day. Let's reschedule the meeting we were supposed to have a few days ago. What do you say, huh? Did you make that reservation at the Italian place, or did you change venues?
Reschedule? What are you talking about? That was a few days ago. You didn't show up, remember?
Oh, come on, Brenda. The parents' meeting we're supposed to reschedule. You know, the meeting where our parents are supposed to meet before we get married. Haven't had your morning coffee yet, I see. Unlike your mom, who is a single mom, according to you. On the other hand, my dad runs his own business, so he's super busy. Just hope he has the time. What's your mom do? Part-time at the supermarket? Anyway, I hope my dad can work it into his schedule.
Oh, really? Yeah, busy dad. He told me all about it. Good to know. I finally understand why my mom insisted that I not reveal who she really is during the meeting. That there was plenty of time to do it later.
Right. What the hell are you talking about? Reveal what? That she's a cashier? Come on, Brenda, makes sense, would ya? Just cut to the chase.
My mother also runs her own business.
Wait a second. So, are you saying your mom has her own company? That she's, what, the president of a company?
Yeah, she's the current CEO of Trend International. I'm sure you've heard of it. I mean, you work with them, is what I heard.
Hang on a second, Trend International? You can't be serious, not that Trend International. Come to think of it, you guys do have the same last name. Why didn't you tell me this before?
Yeah, well, it's a pretty common last name, so maybe you didn't put two and two together. But to be honest, I thought you worked it out. Guess I was wrong about you. In more ways than one, it turns out. Trend International does business with your company. You're one of their major clients, if I'm correct, and I hear you're the account manager, is that right?
Yeah, well, I was the project.
But you don't seem to be doing a very good job. At least that's what I hear. Screwed up some major deals several months ago.
Where'd you hear that? That deal was not under my supervision. That was...
You apparently tried to seduce a rep from Trend International on that project last month. It got so hard that she was subsequently replaced with a male rep. That's what I heard. Not a very good look, to say the least. But you didn't learn your lesson, did you? Every time you visited the Trend headquarters, you would try to pick up on the receptionist. Did you know that there were many complaints to the HR department about your antics, Carl? So don't try to deny it. But one young woman got snared in your little sweet-talking trap. You canceled that meeting a few days ago and went on a little 3-day romp with your newfound bedfellow. What was her name? Was it Sarah Conway by any chance? Says here she's 28 years old, currently front desk receptionist at Trend International. And also she's been at her position for over 2 years.
Huh? How'd you know that? Who told you about her? That's confidential, you know?
You also know that she's married, right? Well, it seems Sarah's not too shy about having all kinds of lovers despite being married. Yes, Carl, she's married. Or did you already know that? She was telling all her coworkers about you and your little sexual escapades. As a matter of fact, she seemed to relish telling everyone about her romantic exploits.
Why the hell did she go and do that, for God's sake?
That rumor spread throughout the office and finally reached my mom, the CEO of Trend International. That was a few days before that meeting we were supposed to have, and which you failed to show up. She prepared some simple business cards just for the meeting, cards that don't indicate her CEO status, mind you. She wanted to see your reaction when she met you, see if you would lie through your teeth, which I imagine would probably have been the case. And we know how that turned out. You canceled and went on your little love fest and didn't show. There was really no need for her to meet you. She knew right then and there what kind of person you were. A despicable scoundrel is what she perceived you to be.
Hold on a second. Before you continue, where did you even hear that I went on a trip with Sarah?
She's been uploading all kinds of photos on Instagram.
Instagram? The social media app for photos and videos?
Yeah, my mom has an account too. So she found your page when you were having fun at some ritzy resort somewhere. Sarah was uploading photos saying it was a trip with her girlfriends, but for some reason, you always seem to appear in the background of every photo.
I told her not to upload those photos, for God's sakes. She was always snapping pictures and uploading them. I told her not to take any of me.
My mom even checked when the photos were taken, and lo and behold, the exact same time as the meeting. Who would have thought? What they can do nowadays is simply amazing. That's when we all determined that you were the good-for-nothing scoundrel we all suspected. I made my decision right then and there. No marriage for me, thank you. I don't want anything more to do with you.
Come on, Brenda, scoundrel, really? That's going a bit too far, don't you think? And the photos? That could possibly be someone else. Someone that just looks just like me. What's the big deal? You want to break up just for that? Come on, grow up, Brenda. This is just a little fling. It won't affect our marriage.
I told you about how Sarah blabbed about everything. Are you saying that's not enough proof? It's not only that. My mom says she's going to show me later today, but apparently she has an infinite amount of evidence of your cheating and bad behavior.
You're kidding me, right? Did she hire a private eye or something? You trapped me, that's what you did.
Anyways, we were never really officially engaged. It was just all a verbal agreement, and we never had any physical relationship to speak of. So, rest assured, I don't plan on getting a cent from you. Although I did talk to our lawyer and he said I could pursue some sort of legal process, but I decided against it.
Really? I appreciate that.
But you're forgetting Sarah. She's married and her husband is not all that happy about what you did. I would be surprised if he didn't hire a lawyer and made you pay for ruining his marriage. That's what most people would do given the circumstances.
Oh shit, he's hiring a lawyer? Has he already retained one? Do you know him?
You better ask him. I don't have anything to do with it. I recommend you pay your dues, Carl.
damn it, are you serious? I can't afford this. What am I gonna do? Oh, what a friggin' mess.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one important point. Maybe you better sit down first. Her father, David Conway? I was informed that he's your immediate boss. Is that right? The story goes that he was a project manager last year and met his wife while visiting Trent International.
No way, that can't be right. He's Sarah's husband? Do you realize that Mr. Conway is related to the president? His nephew or something? He could be CEO someday. He could get me fired on the spot if he wanted.
My God, Carl, you sure got a lot on your plate. I really wouldn't want to be in your shoes right about now.
Well, that's what the devil-may-care attitude. I'm up shit's creek for sure. Why is everything stacked against me, for God's sakes?
Hey, did I mention that I don't care? I told you I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Figure it out for yourself, Carl. I terminated this relationship. Have you already forgotten? Why should I care what some stranger thinks or does?
Come on, Brenda. Don't be like that. Help me out here. Please forgive me. I was not thinking straight. I should have been there for you. I should have gone to the meeting. My bad. You're the only one in this world that I love. Please, give me another chance. I promise you I will never cheat on you again. I swear to God, cross my heart and hope to die. So please, I'm pleading with you, Brenda. Please help me out here. What am I gonna do from now on? Brenda, please! I just got fired from my job. Can you believe it? I'm out of a job. What the hell am I gonna do?
Ugh, not you again, Carl. I was sure you were gone from my life. Why'd you have to contact me again? I thought I said I wanted nothing more to do with you. I thought I'd clean my hands of you. I finally found time to relax and think about my future, and you have to ruin everything. You're really good at ruining things, you know that, Carl?
But I had nobody else to turn to. You're the only person left in my life. My folks completely cut me off. They want nothing to do with me. They were furious that I didn't show up to that meeting and then all that followed. I tried apologizing, but I just wouldn't listen.
Yeah, well, you had it coming. Take it like a man, Carl. I mean, think about it. You seduced the receptionist at one of your top customers, and then it turns out that this receptionist is your boss's wife. I mean, come on, what did you think would happen?
But I had no idea. How was I supposed to know? It's not like I planned it this way.
That's your problem. Carl, you never plan anything. But you did know that she was married. That alone makes you culpable.
But why did I have to lose my job? I mean, come on. I was pretty good at it. They could have at least had me transferred to some affiliate or something. But outright fired? Why?
So, what do you want? Why'd you text me? I'm not doing anything for you, Carl. I told you that. And that's final. I really don't have time for this. Stop mucking around for Pete's sake.
I had all this time on my hands and I just got to thinking. Maybe there was a reason why I was fired. Maybe it's a chance of some kind. A chance to redeem myself. It's God's way of saying, go for it, Carl. You got what it takes. Like he's telling me to take this chance.
Chance? What are you talking about?
Your mom's company, Trend International. I'll take over on her behalf. What do you say?
I think I'm ready to check out. I know God's talking to you and all, but have you totally lost it? Why would you even think that?
Just think about it. You're working in a completely different field, right? You have no plans or any desire to become the company's CEO, right?
No, I have no such intention. You're right about that.
Well then, that makes everything so much easier. I was in charge of several accounts of Trend International, as you probably know, which means I know this business inside and out. I know the people in charge and how the entire business structure works. Long story short, you and I get married and I take over as CEO and the company is headed towards success. Pretty good, huh? This is a chance of a lifetime.
You really must have come down with something. Maybe you should see a doctor. You know, the type that examines your brain. Or maybe God's just giving you bad advice.
I'm fine. What are you talking about?
As for the next in line to take over as CEO, there's already 2 highly eligible candidates ready in the wings to take over. You're probably asking who. I bet you want to know. Actually, I don't know, but I know that it's still a long way off. There's plenty of time to decide. They're going to prove themselves for the next few years. It's not as easy as just taking over. They have to demonstrate their abilities in the coming years, and the best man will be chosen to take over as CEO of Trend International. That's how things are done in business, Carl. You can't just be handed an important position like that. You have to earn it.
Huh? Sounds like a useless, long, drawn-out process. If you and I marry, I can take over the business, no problem.
Am I getting this right? What did I just say? You'd think if you married the president's daughter that you would automatically become the company's CEO?
Yeah, sounds like the prudent thing to do. No need for all the fuss. I have experience with Trend International. I know the ins and outs and have the connections. What more do you want?
My mom doesn't want a fake ornamental person in that position.
Fake? Ornamental? Are you insinuating that I would be some kind of decoration? That I would be a king with no clothes?
Exactly. She doesn't want some self-important guy with mediocre business skills to be lounging in the presidential office acting as though he's earned the right. She wants someone with charisma, someone with the skill to motivate the employees, someone with a sound business mind, not a deadbeat like you.
But I could.
And most importantly, not some guy who would cheat on his fiancée and have an affair with a married woman. And the fact that you knew she was married and seduced her, anyway, I mean, how low can you get? I want nothing to do with you and neither does my mom, which means Trend International.
Come on, Brenda, give me a break, would you, please? I'm in a real jam right now. I don't have money, but then I get this letter from Conway's lawyer demanding payment for damages. What's more, Sarah got divorced and had nowhere to go, so now she's living with me. She lost her job at Trend International, too. We're both out of a job. How are we supposed to live? She also got taken for all she had, so she got completely cleaned out. Our future looks totally bleak, and I mean bleak as hell. You've got to help us out, Brenda.
You guys are really in a super tight spot, but like I keep saying, what the hell does this have to do with me?
Huh? How can you say that? We were gonna get married. We hit it off once. Let's try again. One last chance, please, Brenda.
Goodbye, Carl.
Wait, Brenda, please.
I immediately blocked him after that. I really should have done it way sooner. It was like I peeked into a deep black hole of despair, like I was going to get sucked right in. And I also still felt a little frightened. I mean, he was pretty frantic the last time we talked. I always found myself looking over my shoulder whenever I went out, thinking he might pop up from around the corner at any time. I talked to my boss at the office about my predicament, and he suggested I take a position at one of their branch offices in another state. But what really piqued my interest is that they even had a company dormitory available. So, after some thought, I took up his offer. It was pretty hectic, but I packed up all my meager belongings and finally moved in the other day. Fortunately, it seems I was saved in the nick of time. A friend informed me that Carl came to my old apartment and started banging on my door late at night. Apparently had a little too much to drink. I was long gone, so the place was totally empty, but that didn't deter him one bit. He climbed onto the second-floor veranda and broke in, smashing the glass in the process. As you can imagine, the neighbors called the cops thinking it was a burglar, and he was caught red-handed and hauled away to jail. I thought he would just be released to his parents or something, but it turns out he was thrown into some sort of facility. Not exactly a prison, but close. Just hope that place knocked some sense into him.
Hey, Emily, I think it's time to talk about Justin. Lately, he's been starting to slack a lot more in his school life. I feel like his grades are slipping. He also hangs out with his friends very often. Don't you think that you spoiled him?
Huh? Justin has been slacking? That's not like him at all. Are you sure that you didn't look for the wrong name? The last time I checked, he was still in the top 3 of school.
Top 3? Emily, I've been talking about this to you many times. Justin has to work harder to be on top, not to be a good-for-nothing student.
Oh, don't be so hard on him. He did his best. Besides, I think that we shouldn't put too much pressure on his shoulders. He's still at an age that feels curiosity about the world. We should encourage him to try other things, not just study.
That are just the thoughts of the losers. He's my son. He inherits my perfect genetics, so he has to be the best. If he doesn't start acting right, he'll have to be careful about getting a job.
He's as diligent as ever. He's still a really good boy. Maybe you're just too sensitive.
Are you kidding? He's been changing more than leaves during the fall. What kind of mother are you? Can't you even do simple things like looking after and observing the kid?
You keep saying Justin has been changing, but I don't really see it.
Do you think that he found a new girl in his life? A girl must be the only explanation.
Well, Justin is going to become a college student in just the next few months. Shouldn't we give him some space to grow up? He's at an age where he's considering his social life and friends more. That's normal to have a relationship at this time. Most kids at his age have been in a relationship once or twice. Don't you remember that we've been together since we were his age?
That's totally different. I've inherited my mom and dad's best and perfect genetics to balance between studies and other things. But Justin, he only has that extraordinary genes from me and mediocrity genes from you. So he has to try harder.
I just want to say that he's doing well. It wouldn't be out of place, even if he really had a girlfriend.
Oh no, that girl can destroy his career. She'll distract Justin from achieving his goal. You need to talk to him and make him break up with that witch.
Don't be so harsh, Jack. We still don't know the reason. I think you're worrying too much. Justin knows how to schedule his time to complete everything effectively.
What are you saying? Worry about getting a career lined up, especially for a successful career like mine. He's going to choose the university next week, right? So which university does he want to attend? Harvard, Yale, or Oxford?
Well, yeah, we've been discussing this issue a lot recently. And Justin wants to come to the School of the Arts Institute.
What? Art? Do you two lose your mind? How can he become successful with that freaky decision? Don't you know this is your job to raise him properly? To make him interested in success?
But he is talented at painting and photographing. You know that. And he looks so happy when he does everything related to art. I just want to see him grow healthy and have the desire and courage to do things he likes. That's my definition of success. I think you're too tough on him, and he needs to spread his wings a bit.
Hey, I spent a huge amount to send him to one of the most famous and expensive high schools out there, not to cherish this bullshit passion. I can't let him become a failure person like you.
How can you talk like that? I have a decent job and an obedient son. I don't do anything wrong to be embarrassed about myself.
Are you talking about your teaching job? Oh, come on. What do you have to be proud of with a job that earns you only a few pennies? Your yearly salary is not equal to mine in just 2 months. Your salary, compared to mine, looks like nothing more than pocket change. Hey, money talks, you know? So Justin has to study economics.
You can't force him to do what you want. Shouldn't we be supporting him as much as we can? He doesn't want to be an entrepreneur. His dream is to become an artist.
Who cares about that useless dream? It won't feed him in the future. If he thinks he can rely on my money, I swear I'll kick him out of the house.
Justin is an intelligent boy and understands how the world works. He will be able to live well, regardless of his choices. I don't think I can agree with you about his major.
The way you raised him was horrible, you know? I could have done so much better. He needed to be taught more strictly and disciplined. I should teach him that his destiny is to become a famous businessman. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. He should do it better than me.
But I just want him to have a happy life, not to follow anyone's orders. Life is for doing what he wants to do.
Oh, I shouldn't let him get in touch with people from low class. I couldn't understand why I married you. I had plenty of other options. Because of your ordinary genetics, now a great poverty of ideas is running in my family.
You can't defend me like that.
I only speak the truth. For starters, you just went to a localized training center for teachers. Then you worked as a primary teacher for a low class that was not even an international school, which couldn't even put food on the table. I just married you because I think you're a teacher. You would know how to raise a kid. And somehow, you raised that kid with no willpower or determination without ever noticing it.
Don't you ever talk to my son like that!
Well, I have that right to teach my son not to become the black sheep of the family, as his mother. And since I make a lot of money and take responsibility for everything in this household, so it's fine.
I don't think Justin sees that in you. There's no family connection between you and Justin since you never show up to any important moments in it, and you never talk to him as a father talks to a son, but more like a boss talking to his staff. You always command and order Justin to do his best in school and discuss your boring career advancement. Do you know how he was stressed out?
Ha! That's life's lesson. They'll be helpful for him when he steps into the employment market.
You even spanked him when he got second place in the math competition. You never gave Justin any love or attention, or taught him about boy matters. I'm the only one who's always there to support him. I'm sure that's affected him in the long run, more than you and I will ever know.
Your job is to remind me how good I am and compliment me, not criticize me like this. Don't forget where you get the money to buy food, clothes, and everything you have. I'm the only one who makes any amount of real money around here. So just become as virtuous and capable as you always have. You just need to convince Justin to study to become a perfect family.
No, I can't do that. Art means everything to Justin. Don't you remember that we almost lost him when he hurt himself because of depression? It was the drawing that helped Justin regain his spirit and be happy again. So I'm going to support Justin to do whatever he loves, no matter what.
You're becoming such an annoying and shameless woman. It was your fault when you indulged the child. And now, see how useless and weak he becomes.
Yeah, I'll take all the blame. But once more, I will let Justin study art. No doubt about it.
You. This is the only time I'll allow you to talk like this to me. Do you understand? Now, tell Justin that he needs to start listening to his father. From now on, I will be the one to control and make the decision for him. And you have no job here anymore.
Fine. As you wish.
Got Justin's college test results yet?
Yes, he's passed. He was even the school's entrance valedictorian.
Oh, really? Oh my god. I know it. I know that he can do it. Such an intelligent boy. I'm so proud of my son.
Whoa, this is the first time you've ever complimented him.
Well, finally he gets on the right track. He deserves to be honored today. And you won't have to cook for dinner tonight. We will hang out to celebrate. So, what colleges will he go to? Oh, let me guess, is that Harvard?
Well, no.
Oh, then it must be Yale. Yale's economics major is pretty good too.
Actually, no.
So it could only be Oxford. That's great. I used to study there too.
Justin will attend the School of the Arts Institute as he wishes.
What? Are you kidding me? How dare you two disobey my orders? I'm going to kill you!
I told you I would do everything I needed to help him reach his dreams.
Why are you filling his head with ideas of procrastination and giving up? What are you going to do if he becomes... What if it became as poor and useless as you?
I believe in him and in everything he does. I think that he has a great talent and will soon become a famous artist.
You are a failure as a parent. Picking you as my wife is the only mistake I've made in my life. I would have been better off picking a smart woman who knows her place. You ruined my son. You made him now become a nasty thing.
Nasty thing? You can say every cruel word to me, but you never talk like this about my son. That's my precious son.
Ha! Without me, you guys would have died of starvation. It's all your fault. How can my genetics be messed up like that in another way?
I just do what a mom needs to do.
To raise a kid to become a worthless piker? Whoa, you're really great at that job.
Hey, Jack, shut up.
What did you just say?
I said, shut up.
How dare you talk to me like that? Don't forget who's the impower here.
Not anymore. I have tried to endure living in harmony with you to give my son a complete family, but you keep overstepping my limits.
Then what? What can you do? Without me, you guys will never be able to live in the outside world.
Don't be so confident about that. We'll go back to my mother's house. It's very close to the boys' school, so it'll be easier for him to attend. Especially if he never has to see your ugly face, ever. I also have enough savings to support my son's college education.
What do you mean?
Oh, I thought you said you were the smart guy. So why can't you understand what I'm saying? I want to divorce.
What? How can you say that? I will give you a chance to apologize to me, and I'll pretend this never happened.
No, Jack. I'm not saying that out of a moment of anger. I've wanted to divorce you for a long time, but I just didn't want my children to be teased by friends about not having a father. So I've been patient. But now, I have nothing to fear.
Ha ha! Fine, you can go. Anyway, I'm sick of seeing you. But Justin will have to stay with me.
No, he chooses to go with me. You can't get him to stay with you. That's illegal.
Only the poor talk on the basis of the law. I have money, and I can hire the best lawyer in this city to prove that you do not have enough financial conditions to live with him. I will raise him again in the way I want. I am his father, and he must listen to me.
It seems like you think of yourself too highly. Justin has never considered you as his father. He was the one who encouraged me to divorce you. He said that I'm the most important person to him, and that I don't have to put up with him anymore because he's grown up now, and I should live for myself.
Ha! It was you! You manipulate him against me.
No, Jack, it was you who destroyed this family. You were too engrossed in work that you abandoned our child and me. You were always thinking of using Justin as a tool to make your dreams come true, not teaching him how to become the person he wanted to be. You don't deserve to be a father.
No, you don't have the right to blame me. I'm a perfect father. Nobody can talk to me like that.
Justin and I will leave the house tonight. I will leave the divorce petition in the living room. Remember to sign it.
No, wait. You can't do that with me. Justin is my son. He has to stay with me. I have money, and I can give him money, lots of money, to retake the exam and major in economics. You know that only with me can he get the best education. Only then will its future be good. Emily, think about it.
It's too late, Jack. I think you need time to reflect on what you've done.
Emily, please. Tell Justin to stay with me.
I hope that if you remarry, you'd never make a mistake like this ever. And don't worry, we won't take a dime from you.
Emily. Hey, Emily. Please don't ignore me.
A few months later, it was reported on the radio that Jack's company went bankrupt because it invested in a ghost company. Now, Jack is being investigated by the police, has lost all his possessions, and has become homeless. Sometimes, we still see the silhouette of Jack standing, looking at my house. Later, Justin became a famous artist, and now has his own gallery. I am very happy for him. And now, I have also fulfilled my dream of traveling worldwide, and under Justin's support, I'm in a close relationship with an old friend from